yes. Hello. Yes. Welcome. It's George Mason, comedian George Mason, and I just wanted to come on and basically thank my guest last night, Eddie OJay. Had a great show. It was a terrific interview. I had fun with it, and I checked in with him. He said that he enjoyed it as well. And by the numbers and by the reactions of the audience, they enjoyed it too. So it was a beautiful thing. And yeah, so there was some more questions I wanted to ask Eddie. To get into the conversation, I'll bring him back, and he's supposed to come on with his father, and we'll schedule that and we'll set that up. But yeah, some questions that topics I wanted to, because he's a very deep individual and very thoughtful, prolific, and cerebral. Huh? I learned that word from him as well. And cerebellum is filled. If you watch the show, you know where I'm going with that. Ed knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, so off the cap, it's a pleasure, like when you can get somebody where it's refreshing and a conversation.
Get ready for your poll of the day.
Intelligent conversation.
How should a sandwich be cut? Diagonally,
Oh, this is
horizontally, uncut.
Uh, diagonally.
Thanks for voting. Here's the leader. Tomorrow, there will be partly sunny weather with a high of 41 degrees Fahrenheit
you can tell
and a
this is
low of
live,
31
right?
degrees.
So yeah, every day 6:20. Alexa gives me a poll of the day, and it's random, and it's interesting. I slept on the time. I forgot, but it's all good. Yeah, I was just talking about how Eddie. It's good like having conversations with people that can compensate, and you don't have too many of shows where you have dialogue conversations. They basically are talking about the current events, which is all good as well. Puffy and Steve Hart, whoever's in the news, they basically are on it like that. Again, that's very good and that's needed. This is where I go and I get my stories, my topics, and to digest it and absorb it as much as I can. And sometimes you don't want people to write your narrative or to uh, say answer the question that you should be able to figure out, or have some fun trying to figure it out. Whatever it is, like religion, the different sets and sects and cults, they basically dictate, you know, to you what's going on, as opposed to you doing research and figuring it out yourself. That's the fun of it, really. I was a Jehovah Witness admirer, if you will. I used to let them in and we Bible study. Then I went to a Seventh-day Adventist church, and I really fell in love with their fellowship and brotherhood, and I would say their word. The word is the word for sure, but their interpretation of the word and how they present it, it was good, And I studied with also with a brother from Bushwick back in the day, uh, where excuse me, they not say more radical, but they dealt with the Egyptian culture and again the interpretations, certain things, information that they had or have, and then I hooked in with the Sumerian texts, and again, it's their interpretation, how they view and how they see things, So everybody has their own view of what they're bringing to the table. And as I said, there's not too many talk shows or formats, podcasts, if you will, that have a kind of talk show format, if you will. And that's why I said, like guests like Eddie. And I was told, hey, man, you should ask more questions and such and so on. But you know what? I mean, the questions that I asked was appropriate, I felt. And yeah, I let him uh, not say so much control the show, but I let him talk. That's what, you ask a question, let him talk, let him elaborate. And if anything is needed by way of interruptions and talk and, that kind of thing, it's all good. It's a give and take. But yeah, so I thought it was, a very good show. And I wanted to talk about that Robert Brooks situation, that brother that was murdered in the corrections facility. 13 COs beat him to death. And I wanted to know what Eddie's take on that was. And because it was on tape. It was like when we see back in the day with Rodney King, being beat by the white cops in L.A. And we saw it with our own, two eyes, and they were acquitted. And these guys, man, these COs, 13 COs, they murdered this cat. Uh, and there's just so much technology that we have now. Everything is being filmed, huh? And we saw it. So I wanted his opinion on that. I wanted with Luigi Mangione as the guy who murdered that CEO from United Healthcare, shot him in the back. Like in these westerns, when you shoot somebody in the back, you're a coward. And he just cold bloodedly murdered this man in broad daylight. And these crazy people, these women, man, got all hyped up because he's a good-looking white kid. I call him a kid, but he's 26 years old, and he just cold-bloodedly, assassinated him. And they were talking about, at the time before he got caught, or if he needs a warm place to go, he can come here, type stuff like that. I know America sometimes rewards its criminals and Jesse James and Pretty Boy. You know what I'm saying? And I watched the mafioso. With Carlo Gambino and Columbo and all those cats, and they glamorize that. The mafioso, the Godfather is probably the biggest selling movie in history. Alexa, what's the best selling movie in history?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, the highest selling movie of all time is Avatar at $2,923,706,026 of gross sales.
So Avatar. Alexa, where was Godfather on a list of movies?
From Wikipedia.org. The Godfather trilogy was ranked at number 5 in Empire magazine's The 33 Greatest Movie Trilogies in 2010.
Godfather, fifth. So it's up there, but yeah, so I wanted to ask him, some of those questions and then speak about our president's got 34 felons. He's a convicted felon and he's getting ready to take office on the 20th. Well, they're saying now, I think they've changed the date. It's all good. Of course, that's Dr. King's birthday that week. And then we have a mayor who's also under scrutiny, so, just some of the things I want to discuss with him, but it was all good. I'll bring it back and we'll get into some other stuff. There's always going to be some issues and stuff. And I want to talk about the January 6th, the insurgent that jumped off. I finally got around to seeing several different perspectives, points of views, if you will, POVs, where, these hardcore uh, cats from the right, right side of the Democrats on the left, the Republicans on the right, and yeah, so they were showing like how they started out before when they were marching to the Capitol, to go to the Capitol, to try to take the election back and put Trump in office, to keep him in office. And they were saying what Mike Pence was a sellout, he's a traitor, he committed treason, he should be hung, and all this other crazy shit. But this is how a lot of people they take things, man, on face value. And Trump said about how these migrants are coming over and they're eating cats and dogs. People believe that. It's crazy. They believe that. They believe that this man is really eating cats and dogs. That these people are eating cats and dogs because man said it. And how gullible people are, and how they want to. They believe what they believe. It's sad. It really is. But this is the world we live in, huh? Unfortunately, for some of this stuff. And now we got all these wildfires out there in Cali that are burning. And so far, last count was 5 people that have lost their life because of this, and it's unfortunate. And they're always going to try to place blame. They're always going to blame something or somebody, for the situation, And but all in all, you live your life. You try to do the best you can and try to make the best out of your situation. That's all we can do. And yeah, so again, Eddie OJay, thank you for a great show yesterday. And and maybe I didn't ask enough questions, or how I ask the questions. People are not gonna like everything you do and how you do it. You can only do what you can do, given what you got and what you're working with. So on the strength of that, I was happy with my performance, and we had some technical uh, issues, and he couldn't hear me on his end, So when he's talking, I didn't want to over talk him or out talk him or try to, say buffalo the mic, or not even bully him on that order, but let him talk. If I ask a question, let him get it off. Let him talk. Let him express himself and get it out. And as I said before, if there was something that was needed to be said, I said it. So yeah, you know what I mean. So that's how that went down. And yeah, nobody's gonna, like I said, nobody's gonna like everything you do. And you know what they say, they hate on Jesus, right? So if they hate on Jesus. I'm not even saying this is a hating situation, but if Jesus wasn't, you know, put up on a pedestal and admired and stuff like that, but hey, what are you gonna do? What they say? It is what it is, huh? It is what it is. That was a brilliant, person, man, that came up with that. Because all of a sudden we just started saying it is what it is. Just from, I don't even remember like when that jumped off, but that should have been in place from day one, right? From like, yo, man, it is like, what happened, man? Oh, it is, man, check this out. It is what it is, okay? Let it go, B. Leave me the fuck alone, huh? But yeah, so yeah, I had all these questions and stuff like that. And but you know what? We did almost 2 hours, an hour and 40 something minutes, which is a pretty long show. Without playing any music or anything. But Ed laid down some beautiful rhymes off the top, some gospel, poetic rhymes, and in hip hop, it's poetry. It's the words, it's wordsmith. If you're listening to somebody who's really uh, can rap, you know, understands what the game is about, like Cool Mo D, Rakim, and cats, man, that are good with the pen. And then like with Will Seville, he's great with his pen. Mikey D and Eddie as well, excellent. I played the little clip with what LL said about the Clientele Brothers and how he wanted to get into the group, and so it was a lot of history yesterday as well, and some good knowledge that was exchanged as well. About when the group started, Clientele, when L started back in the day, along with Mikey D. So yo, for me, I try to learn something every day, no matter what it is. I just bought a new book, new for me, the Egyptian Bible, not the Egyptian, the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible has 88 books. The conventional, traditional King James version of the Bible has 66 books, and this book, the Ethiopian Bible, has 88 books. It is big. It's a lot of pages in it, and it's very small. The writing, So I got to get one of those. What do you call it? Microphone, magnaphones. You know what I'm trying to say with the to enhance the words. So I need one of those. And the words are just tiny. And then yeah, just a lot of stuff. I got some terrific shows coming down the pipe. Uh, Claude J uh, has a beautiful voice, beautiful singer, stylist, very fashionable. I have Claude coming up. I have Chucky Chuck coming up along with DJ Divine. I don't know if they're going to come next week or the week after. I'm having some scheduling problems with Claude, and it happens, and that's fine. And also with Vance Jordan, I got to get Vance on. Vance is Kevin Jordan's brother. Kevin is the fabulous comedian, actor, screenwriter, producer. Uh, Kev does it all. So I got his brother coming on. I went to school with Vance as well. We played ball together. When I say ball, played football together. Vance Jordan, very competitive, and he'll tell you a story. He is an inventor as well, Vance. He invented a gadget that enhances for firefighters. I'm not going to give it away because he's still working on a patent, international, domestic as well as international. So I got Vance Jordan coming on. I'm supposed to have Art Garfield. Art was worked with the Cosby Show. He opened up. He did the live warm ups, for the show as it was airing, as they were producing it. And he's a very funny guy. He's connected well, and he was in the movie More Money with Damon, with other projects, other movies, ventures, and he's a terrific writer. He wrote a lot of commercials, and one for Steve Hart, international commercials, Burger King, and some other stuff, but for different actors and personalities and celebrities. So that's Art Garfield, and got him coming on, and he's been out here for a little minute, and some other good stuff coming down the pipe. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and share that with you, and let you know how things are jumping off, and to thank you for tuning in. And I'm gonna throw up shortly, because I don't ask for money. I don't do the cash app or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna put up the cash app tag. If not tomorrow, but by next week, and whatever can be donated and to give would be appreciated. Doesn't have to be a lot, $5, $10, $20, whatever. If you want to throw that 50 or 100 in there, that's fine too. Huh? If you want to do that, that'll work. But yeah, so I'm gonna hit you with that. I've been on the air for several years now, and I haven't asked for a dime. Okay, and that's pretty good. I mean, I'm not really about it like that on the money side. We need money to survive, to eat, and all that good stuff. And my course here is minimal, so that's all I'm asking for, basically. Just the overhead. That's it. Nothing heavy. You feel me? So work with me on that when I put it up there. Uh, let me know that you're with me, that you feeling me, if you will, huh? Okay. I get an amen to that, no doubt. But thank you. I always like to keep it on the upbeat, keep it positive, and say some positive stuff, and in regards to your loved ones, because life is so short. Uh, you can't be in the wrong if you're on the right side of things. If you're with your loved ones, or you just want to touch, just reach out and tell them that you love them. Tell your love. Call them and say, hey, man, yo, I'm just thinking of you, B. I just want to let you know, man. Yo, I love you. You know, well, what? Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? People get shocked a lot of times, but yo, let them know I love you. Insistence overcomes resistance. So let your loved ones know you love them, hug them, and say that. All right, and stay strong. God bless. I got the wrong. I got these things over here. Trying to get it. Yeah. Come on. I see you soon. Maybe tomorrow, just to give you an update on things. Again, God bless you. Thank you for everything. And have a good, blessed night. Praise. Yo.